All right, we're bringing the car in. See how this goes. Put my. All right, I got some. We're in cruise mode. It's gonna end up costing me like. What's up, Gold Azir HTYT? What's up, Awa Gaming FFTYZR? What's up, everyone? How's your morning going? You guys, you having a great time? Killing it today? Boston. B. Boston. Where you from? Pakistan? India. I was close. I was gonna guess India, and I wanted to switch it up. A lot of people from India join. Where in India are you from? I forget where my other buddy said he was from. You're both from India? You guys know each other? Are you friends? India's a small country. That's a joke. You're very happy today? How come? But that's great, but just wondering why. Any particular reason? Eat a good dinner or something? Hey, happy birthday! Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Awa. Happy birthday to you. Alright, where is this place? Atlas. Alright, I should just type it in. Figured I could find it. Probably not. The way the thing goes, it's jumping now. Now it's jumping. Should probably just type that in before. Yeah, wonderful. Nice. You know Hindi? Yeah, it's my second language. Mike's Auto Body. Where's Atlas? Hey, hey. What's that say? Tom is the best. Video problems. Guys, hold up. What's that mean? What does that mean in English? I'm not on my computer. I could do Google Translate, even though it didn't work so well 10 years ago, but it probably works a lot better. Google Translate's probably a lot better now. Probably fairly accurate. The side view. It's a nice car. I'm at an auto body shop. Not exactly, the nicest place in the world. Should I walk home? Alright, walk a little bit more. Alright, we get it. Get it. Alright, everything fine on that front. Walking home. Look at that. Looks like it's going to be a good day. No free library. I will say, they never have good books in these things. Principles on the roof, that's a crazy book. And you never looked at those things? It's like $1,000 for one of them or something like that. It's crazy. Should I run back home? Probably. Everyone's out and about now. Very beautiful. Thanks, man. How's your birthday going? What time is it in India? 12 hours? Is it 6 p.m.? 6 a.m. here. I don't know when that place opens. You know, I've taken more pleasant walks, more aesthetically pleasing walks, but I gotta get one of those chest things, and you can go live like that. The sail, that's all right. $3:39 p.m. Oh, okay. So you're like 10 hours ahead, something like that. Are you in school? Did you get out of school? You do well in your classes? You do well in school, or do you lollygag? You work hard? Nice car dealership? Wow. That's interesting. That's a joke. I have dry humor. Sound problem? I need one of those clip things, huh? Can't hear me? It's alright, probably for the best. Outside evening time. Do. 77, same exact house. Some new stairs and some new siding does make it look a lot nicer, we'll say. New granite stairs. New siding. Backside. What are you talking about? My backside? Behind me? Whoa. Should I buy a camper van? Everyone going to work. Look at. Everyone's off to the races. Hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. It's off to work we go. Bye-bye. See you, man. Thanks for hopping on. Whew. My dog's pissed. Show me your family. I'm good. Why do you want to see my family? It's kind of weird, to be honest. Not quite sure why you would need to see my family. Good old walk is a great way to start the morning. You know? Let's see what's back in 10 minutes. Beautiful morning here. 70 degrees, 60 degrees right now. Take the power back. Hi-ho, it's off to work we go. Man, why still? What do you mean, why still? Still? That was a nice deck. Where do you go? I need to drop my car off. It needs to get fixed. And now I'm walking back home. Everyone's off for work. Working hard. I hope, I hope that it's off to work we go. Oh, look at the turkeys. Can you see them? We have tons of turkeys in this neighborhood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just absolute gangs of turkeys. What up? What up, boys and girls? Over the river and through the woods. No. We didn't cross any woods. We didn't cross any river. Hey, what's up, Nick? How you doing? Getting ready for work? You already work out today? Bang! All right. Another stupid email. Oh. Hey, here's some more turkeys. They're everywhere. They own this neighborhood. I saw a group of 30 turkeys once. It's a lot of turkeys. Oh, there's a lot of turkeys. Yeah, going for a walk. I had to drop off the car, get fixed, and it's probably about, I don't know, 2-mile walk home, something like that. Quicker if you could walk as the crow flies, but I can't. So kind of a little roundabout way. But it's a nice walk. It's a beautiful day here. If it was 30 degrees, I probably would have gotten a ride. But it's 60 degrees and absolutely gorgeous. So we're walking. Took me about 20 minutes, I think. Something like that. Yeah, it must be beautiful in Jersey. You guys getting ready for summer. cloudy. Only a few. Pretty nice, yeah. Yesterday was 80, yeah. Yeah, it's starting to warm up. Almost May. Incredible. May tomorrow. And you got May, June, July, August, September. Even October is mostly nice. It starts to get colder, but October is pretty nice. I'll take it. May, June, July, August, September, October. We got 6 months of pretty good weather. Sometimes it'll be too hot, sometimes it'll be cold when it gets in October. But overall, it'll be easy to go outside for 6 months. Wonderful. Yeah, I know. It makes such a big difference. Being stuck inside is the worst. Hate being inside. I'm an outdoor type of person. You know? Whew. That's a walk. Yeah, bring in my phone stands. I need to charge my phone. And we're gonna go live on TikTok as well. Anyone like TikTok? How was my holiday? It was good. It was good. It was beautiful weather up here. It was a good time. How about yours? Why is this thing so loose? Am I twisting it the wrong way? It's my home. For better or worse, you know? Hey, all. I should switch locations. And this goes right here. I had a decent morning so far. Got a coffee. Dropped off the car. You know? It doesn't always have to be complicated. What are you guys up to today? How many members in your family? Indians have big families, don't they? like this house. How many members in your family? No. Why the fuck you keep asking about seeing my family? Why don't you show yours? That's fucking weird. Oh, Awa Gaming? No, he's some Indian guy. He's creeping me out. Yeah, I don't care where you're from. Let me see your family. Yeah, dude, I get it. Nice house. Don't want to live there. So, Nick, what's your schedule like for today? You got any, got a lot of bodies? Nice. I gotta download. I gotta download my. I got a good workout video yesterday. That's what I should do. I gotta download it. Oh, well, I'm about to block you. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to download it and try to make it into a video. Yeah, I started working on it first, and then I got someone came by, and then I had to do it again. Boom, 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 boom. West Rhode Island. Sorry, Awa. No can do. Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the workout videos. I was away, so I wasn't able to do them. I gotta keep doing them. It just seems like I get more interest when I do. There's only two people on right now, but it seems like I get more people on, especially at night. I fell asleep last night. Nice. Starting out slow. What's new with me? Not much. We were in North Carolina. Um, Not much new. Trying to learn how to make these videos better. What's new with you? Anything good? It really is. Woo. I don't know how to splice that in the middle. This guy's got the hit songs. So how do you split the videos? Oh, really? Is the literally on fire? You okay? Everyone all right where you are? Nice sweatpants? Just shorts. Me, I'm 35. How are you? All right, unsplit it. Hmm. Yeah, Jersey Shore. Wow, that must not be good for considering it's almost summertime. I never know how to make this into a good video. Rays of Triumph. working on. Oh, hey, see, get more people on if I'm just sitting here talking. Yeah, you want to come in? I don't know why. It's better to upload from your. Celtics win. Wow, the Bucks stink. No, I can't see people. All right, Olive. Yeah. Well, I'll know 1,000 people are on, but I don't know any of them. You can't see any of them. Come on. Under review. Okay. How do you promote? Oh. I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to learn how to make better content. um, it's not fully healed, but it feels a lot better. Pretty much able to do everything. It feels just kind of clunky and stuff. Wow. Nope, that's on. Purchased a year ago? Hey, Clemmy. It's crazy, dog. What's up, Clem? How you doing? How's life? Get that camping website. That's interesting.
Down your throat of how it's supposed to be through my eyes. You granted your audience a fundamental assumption of intelligence. Yeah. Like you assume that the audience themselves can make their own mind, which sounds like pretty obvious and like basic thing to do, but more often than not, from someone who actually comes from the mainstream world, right. I know that most producers don't go that route. And because like it's not like they always want to take a narrative down the throat, but it's always like, hey, let's push that conversation in that direction for whatever reason we want it to happen.
What's the use in that? Like, what's the utility? The border is a great example. Our border right now.
Yeah,
It's a
Check it.
serious problem, and to ignore it doesn't make it go away. I mean, even if you're the most open policy, like we need no border and countries don't exist and everyone should come in, you'd be disgusted by the amount of human trafficking going on. The women getting sold in the trade, like that would really, gut wrench you. So with that series, for example, I go down and I'm trying to show what's happening to the best of my ability. There's a huge story there, and the fact that we have media where if the New York Times is going to talk about the border, I know exactly what they're going to say.
Yeah, you too.
To begin with. Like,
Thanks for joining. Nice chatting with you.
exactly what they're going to say. If the Fox is going to talk about it, you know exactly what they're going to say beforehand. How intellectually numb is all of that? I don't want to live in that world. I don't want to just be fed one-sided thing. I want someone that's intellectually curious and seeking the truth. No one's gonna hit it perfectly. Everyone's got their bias too. No one's like got the truth.
From like, I come from the news board, so there was this book, I forgot the name of it, I think it's called Hate Inc.
Yes, I've read that.
The whole realization was after the Cold War, when there was no other to hate. Like during the Cold War, it was really easy for the US government and the journalism world to let people know we are the good guys, communism, that's the bad guys, right? But when the Soviet Union fell, there was none of that antagonism for you to bank upon. So what ended up happening is the journalism world realized that, hey, if we do that division in the country itself, then that's an easy way to like sell our product, i.e. news, right? So when, like you said, like Fox or New York Times, they have an approach towards a story. The reason they take one side over the other, because they know that their subscribers or viewers or whatever, that's what their market wants. And the reason no one goes down the centrist or like the most common sense route is because they know that that doesn't stoke people up. But coming back to you, you realized that whole model is not necessarily true. And if I actually show people what's going on instead of just giving them the narrative, that might work, and that did work because you have over 1 million subscribers, and all the videos do like almost better numbers than almost like a cable news show would do. So what was that realization like, that your product and your fundamental thesis of not having an agenda actually worked?
It's, well, first, it's just what I want in the world. That's what I want to go to. Those are the people I want to follow.
Yeah.
So that's who I am. But how it fundamentally worked is, it's, yeah, I think if one news institution, large one, went with that ideology, I think they'd be extremely successful. A lot of people are dying for it right now, thirsty for it, right? And so that model, I get the business model, because you're going to silo up. If I go, like, say I do the Border series and I just go like hardcore one direction with it, I'm going to get that loyal fan base. You know how this works, right?
Yeah.
It silos up.
Yeah.
The second I zag over here and say, well, actually, this is going on too, you just pissed off your whole
People
audience.
turn against you in a moment.
They're pissed, right?
Yeah.
So I've been called everything from a woke social democrat, I was just called yesterday, I think, and then a Trumper.
Nice.
You know, because if I do a series on Muslims in America, you know, some people don't like that just because they're anti-Muslim, right? And then I'll do something on the border, and the other side's like, well, you're anti-humanitarian or something. So I have the luxury, I'm not too political. Like if I do a series with the Chicanos, it's not like I'm really getting into politics with them. They'll go into deeper issues, but I let them speak. So half my audience, I really have a 50-50 audience, half on the left, half on the right politically.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
When you talk to all these different communities in the States, what's the balance of them being prideful and having their identity wrapped in their respective subculture versus identifying as American?
Oh, great question. It really depends, and it depends the person. So I was just on St. Lawrence Island, Alaska, private island owned by the Siberian Yupik people. You can see Russia far from the state, way out in the Bering Straits. A lot of the natives have been in the military. They're very patriotic. American flags flying. They still kill a whale, walrus, and reindeer every year. I mean, they're removed. But some are not attaching too much with the nation state. It really depends on the person. The Chicanos are interesting. They're in no man's land, some of them, a lot of them, because they're not, like, when they go to Mexico, they're looked at as
Whitewashed.
they're American, and when they're here, they're
Mexicans.
They're Mexicans. So you can even have this guy Ernie, he's a great guy, I did a video with him, he's got this lowrider. Ernie speaks with the Mexican accent, but he doesn't know how to speak Spanish. He doesn't speak Spanish.
How does that work?
So he grew up in that environment. He never lived in Mexico.
Yeah.
But everyone that, you know, around the accent, so his English is like
From their perspective.
their perspective.
That's
So
awesome.
you get all sorts of kooky mixes
I
like
think
that.
like most people don't realize that America is like only like, I don't know, like 200 years young.
Yeah.
And it started as an experiment. It still is. It's an experiment. Like there's nowhere else in the world where you can find all these like hodgepodge of people like living
So
together.
cool.
The reason there's so much political conversation and stuff like that, it's like nowhere else in the world there are so many different types of people crammed up in like sometimes like literal like shoeboxes, which is New York.
Yeah.
And like there's so many different kinds of people. And that was the point being like this whole political discourse and all this that happens because like we started this experiment.
Yeah, values are different.
Yeah.
Different people. And one thing I wanted to touch on though that I forgot to say when we were talking about the media and the model picking a side basically, history is going to look at them very poorly. I think they're going to go back to a time and be like, remember when, you know, back in the 2000s, they actually like psychologically divided the people of the country to go against each other. We manipulated them in certain ways to stoke fear and anger. And I think the species is going to evolve to a point where this time is going to be like, that was insane. What were they doing?
There's this media scientist. His name is Marshall McLuhan. He said this thing called the medium is the message.
Yeah.
Right. So not not just the content itself that you're consuming, but the way you're consuming and the medium through which you're consuming is as important, if not more important.
Right.
The point being, like the fact that we allowed mainstream media and like the corporate journalism world to take over this much power in the decision-making process of how the electorate votes is an insane thing that we did as a populace,
Yeah.
right? And whether or not the history looks back at them as like they did good with that responsibility or bad, they have to at least like be like, oh my god, the fact that we all voted based on what they said, right? That's an insane thing.
Like, I'm surprised that
That's a for-profit model, which lets
insane.
people know that how you should vote.
But there is, I will say, a huge gap between our perceived reality online and the actual on the ground. I don't know if my FedEx driver is Republican or Democrat, and I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really care anyone's politics, what they are. You know, are they a good person? Are their intentions good? And I think we're caught up. Like in New York right now, people tell me not to take the metro.
Oh my god, I just took the metro. I hear that so often.
I mean, things are happening, sure, but it feels pretty normal in New York. I mean, I don't see a difference.
I like, it's like I just moved here from DC, and all my friends were like, "Oh my god, New York crime, this and that." And I was like, "Yeah, that's in every city."
Yeah,
Like
maybe it's up. And I think the Bronx is up a lot. Like
yeah,
the boroughs are up a lot.
portions.
Staten Island.
But like labeling like entire sects and people as a whole,
Yeah.
and like, I mean, yeah, obviously, like there are actual political stuff which is done on like the DA level, which affects.
Oh, I felt that firsthand in San Francisco when we moved.
What do you experience?
Winter of 2021 was terrible there. They had Boudin in charge, which was basically all the criminals are the victims mentality, and anything goes. So the cops gave up, completely demoralized. They're not going to do anything. Steal to 950, no problem. It's a misdemeanor. Cops aren't going to do anything with a misdemeanor. So what does that result in on the street? What's that tangible result from a policy? Oh, our Safeway is getting our grocery store smashed every day, stealing. All the workers are demoralized. They feel like they feel terrible because they can't say anything. I mean, it's not fun to work and having someone you're setting up the shelves all nice and someone's just like wrecking stuff. I mean, what world are we in? You don't want to raise a kid in that. You walk out your door, someone can be shooting up right in front of your place. Not a problem. My friend, he's a doctor, late for work, late for surgeries. Why? Traffic? No. His homeless encampment comes in at night when he's sleeping, sets up tents sitting in front of his garage, hits the button in the morning, door goes up. What do? You can't call the police. There's no one to call. That's your problem. So it got too out of hand with that stuff. This isn't a cold-hearted, don't do anything about the homeless situation. No, do a lot about it. Do get deeper to root problems. Mostly drug addiction issues, because I've done a lot of videos on this topic. So I've spent time in these places. Drug addiction issues, mental health issues, they're pretty much tied in together. A lot of people with a lot of sad stories. You know, when the girl gets raped by her dad at the age of 12 and has to carry her kid. Good luck in life. Not easy, right? So we have a lot of these stories. How do you help these people? Instead of just saying, yeah, you're free to just take over the street. And, you know, my wife's from Ukraine. We've been together. We lived 4 years together there when I brought her to the States. It's her first time living here. As a responsible person, I can't let her go deal with these problems on a day-to-day basis. I feel like it's my responsibility. So that point was the regime got recalled. So they tightened it up a bit. I think it's not as bad as that winter. It was horrible energy. And it's like the amount of, we had to cover San Francisco, broken glass everywhere in the parking lot. Everywhere. And you're like, all right, hard to get away from here. And I'm not trying to be alarmist, and I get it, cities have crime and whatnot, but this was at the extreme level of what should be allowed and tolerated. So we moved. Now I live right near the beach, and I'm not worried about think the goal should be to build a stronger society.
The starting point of that, like, in order you have to accept that you have work. And I think like you're doing a great job of like showcasing. I mean, obviously you don't go in communities will like starting like, oh, that's the problem. But at the same time, when you tell a story, you can tell what other issues which are affecting them. But changing gears a little bit, so you met your wife in Ukraine,
Yeah,
and she's here now. What does she think of the States?
she loves it.
Yeah.
And okay, so she worked for Norwegian Air
Okay.
in customer service
Okay.
in Ukraine, in Kiev,
Okay.
before she ever came to the States, and she
Yeah.
had no interest in the U.S. Because she thought every American was, because look, as Americans,
Yeah.
we push the envelope with customer service, right? More than anyone probably.
Yeah.
Like, so she's getting all these calls like, you know, my grandma had a bad experience on the flight. Can you knock some money off my ticket? You know, this stuff, feeling this type of stuff all day long. She
Yeah.
thought Americans were, you know, she's like, she found out it was from the U.S. She's like, oh, I'm not going to go out with this guy. But one full flip, she loves it here.
Yeah.
She loves it. I mean, most people aren't totally rude losers like that, and she's constantly amazed by the diversity, obviously, of culture, but of geography. We just got back from the West. We're doing a series from Montana all the way to Arizona. She came with me. Navajo Nation. Navajo Nation is bigger than 10 U.S. states.
Good Lord.
Not combined, but
Yeah, no, I get it,
there are
yeah.
10 states smaller than the Navajo Nation. Bigger than West Virginia, just smaller than South Carolina. I mean, bigger than European countries. This is one Indian reservation.
Holy shit.
I mean, you have the Hopi Indian reservation within the Navajo Nation, and they look at themselves as nations. They don't like, the consensus I got about that is there is none. As far as, do you say Native, Native American, Indian, First Nations? I asked dozens and dozens of natives. Zero consensus on that. What they want to be called is Crow, Lakota, Hopi, Zuni. Their tribe is their nation. So this is the beauty of this work. This is why I love it. It's because I
Yeah.
can get into that. I would never know that or understand that until I felt it on these tribes where they're like, we're like, he's like, one guy told me, he's like, sort of like Europe. You have different countries out there. You're not part of that country. And that's how they look at it. So the Navajo Nation is their country. And they're sort of inside the American nation. It's really fascinating. I mean, I had one Lakota medicine man tell me, I'm the Native American.
Oh boy.
He's like, I'm like, so do I call you Native American? He's like, no, you're the Native American. You were born here. I'm Lakota. And he's like, don't call me Native American. Then some people want you to call them Indian. And then some people, it depends the age. The older natives that were in the military, most of them want to be called Indian. And they're very proud of it.
But they still want to be called Indian.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
It's like a
I'm
fine
not
balance,
helping
like-
anything out. After this series, there are way more questions than answers. For sure.
I think that's a good way of telling stories.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fascinating.
You're not going there in like with the mindset of, hey, I gotta solve this problem, or that's what I'm trying to do. And people watch that and they're all like, huh, like I want to learn more. I think
Nikola
that's
Tesla?
a really good audience. Yeah. But shifting gears a little bit, you obviously
Boston, how's Orlando doing?
and all that. So the point being, your job and your craft is supported by your audience.
What is happening with Texas?
For $300, if you could beat me in any lift of your choice, are you down? I'm
605. It's a lot of weight.
You won the $600, but who's your dad, by the way? Oh, Mark Henry. Isn't he black? $300 if you can be in any lift of your choice. Are you down? I'm down, but my dad's literally a world's strongest man. I'm not gonna beat me. What lift do you want to do? Let's do bench press. It's literally my specialty. We're going down, buddy.
You do 405? Well, wait.
Dude, it's so good to see you. Yeah, man. What's it been, like 3 years? 4? Sorry, last month. Huh. You know, anyway, I wanted to know if you wanted to come up for a boys' weekend. Yes, dude. Hang on, I'll go grab my phone. Oh, no, not like now. I don't understand. I just figured we'd look at our calendars and, like, see what weekend works. Okay, perfect. So, how does 3 weeks from next Friday look? Yeah, I can always cancel a ride. You know what? I'm so sorry. I can't do it. My son actually has to travel to a basketball tournament. What, is he in the NBA or something? No, he's like 12. It's a youth travel sports team. Is he going to be in the NBA? 0% chance. But I have no social life now. Okay. What about the next weekend? Perfect. You know, that weekend we're getting veneers for our dog. Huh. Let me guess. Golden Retriever? Oh, heavens no. They shed everywhere. No, this is the Portuguese water doodle. And the following weekend, Bluey Live tickets are going on sale. Oh, yeah, Bluey. Right. You know. Yeah, of course. Here's the mail that never fails. I gotta be in front of the laptop, Ethernet connection, hitting refresh like all weekend to make sure I get the ticket. Well, so what if you don't get the ticket? My wife will leave me and my daughter will probably emancipate or something. Another weekend. Then. Okay, last weekend of October. Yes, let's do it. Oh, great. Oh, wait. My sister's getting married that weekend. Bummer. Okay, let's find another date. No, dude, I don't think we can find another date. Your cat might need Botox or something. Can't risk it. No, dude, it's a wedding. That's it's fine. I'll be at the next one. Dude, it's so good to see you.
Good
Yeah, man.
camping.
It's been like 3 years or 4. Sorry, last month. Huh. You know what? Anyway.
Hey man, what should I do? I'm 27, 6'5", 480, about 10K calories days. I need change. You're a monster. You're 6'5", 488 pounds. Shit. You need to drop some weight. Be in the NFL.
If you're an executive, this shirt is a must-have in your closet. I was tired of floppy colors and shirts that accumulated bad sweat stains. So I got this shirt I saw on TV, and I don't have to worry about any of that anymore. I got it shipped in no time, and I switched from regular polos to this medium. These shirts are good. The brand is called Colors & Co.
Colors & Co.
And so Toby now realizes even 5 and 6-year-olds are fans of him. He's influencing even the minors. They're trying to get photos with him. And so Toby says, you know, this should be gambling. You should start gambling between the age of 5 and 15 so you can learn how to do it properly. To properly gamble, this is how you do it. You don't. This is as simple as it is. What the? Coach Greg, in today's video, we're going over 3 of Toby's latest movies. The Road to $10 million, but really it should be titled The Road to Ruins. As in, Toby has ruined everything. Remember, Toby is a very young guy. Let's look at the before and the after, when it all first began.
If you guys have been watching me over the course of the journey,
Freeze it right there. What exactly is going on? Toby once had really great skin. He then seemed to have some blemishes, some problems. He's now covered in acne. And so why does Toby look like the guy from Saved by the Bell after doing a Dirty Sanchez?
you know, 12 months ago, dead broke in a frat, living in the closet.
And so since that time, Bro has gotten out of the closet. I mean, he should have stayed in there. There's things we don't need to know.
In 12 months, we've gotten a lot done.
But so Togi's goal, on top of becoming an IFBB pro, is to become a financial athlete. He wants to be able to make money in every occasion. And so Togi's trying to go from the Dawkins of gambling to a financial decathlete, which is not going to happen.
I can taste it, dude. And I truly believe.
Let me call this on.